Hey everybody, it's Elizabeth and welcome back to my gardens. So we're here for the weekly tour today. The sun is actually out, clouds are passing. I wanted to start over here to show you the banana trees. They're little, but they're growing. These, you guys, they start out like so haggard looking. My mom was really concerned about hers, but it's totally normal. When they take off, they will literally take off. It's just wild. I also want to mention I'm in my bathing suit because I'm going to be getting in to clean the pool right after this because we're about to head out of town for the weekend and I need to make sure, I need to get it cleaned, get all the chemicals all situated before we go out of town. So I'll show you what it looks like now. So I did get it finally opened and all clean and lovely, but if you don't run the automatic vacuum, this happens. And this is basically places where the liner on the bottom has settled because it's been here again 9 or 10 years, and so then just like debris catches in that. So I just get in with the vacuum and take care of it. Usually do that once a week. Typically I do that on Fridays so the kids and the pool and everything is all good for the weekend. However, I did not record this garden tour on Monday like I normally do because it's been a crazy week, and so today is actually Thursday. So it's actually been a week and a half since you've seen the garden. But hopefully next week I'll get back on that schedule because my husband and I both do like a bunch of yard work and chores and everything on the weekends. So like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, everything looks so beautiful and perfect. And now it's just kind of, they're not, but you know, it is what it is. So I did edit last week's video just this morning like I usually do so I can kind of see where things were. So a lot has changed and I have so many fun, new, exciting things to show you. New plants, new things in the ground, new things not in the ground yet. Anyways, excited to share that with you guys all today. We'll start out over here. I showed you before the glads coming up here and they're just looking lovely. We do finally have signs of life on the Happy Emily dwarf canna. You can see them coming up here. This is just a weed. And nothing happening in here. This is a calendula. And then that's just weeds there too. So that's a bummer. Most of what I want to show you is over in the cottage garden. We'll hit the highlights over here. A lot of this still looks good. And then these flowers, they have so many buds that when they fall, they really make a mess. This is something my husband got me for Mother's Day. It lights up. So cute. Love it. And then over here, look how big this panicle hydrangea is getting. And the volunteer sunflowers. Huge. Huge. Love it. And this rose right here is getting way bigger than it was last year. But I'm here for it. We'll allow it. Got glads coming up there by the deck. We do have a few more glads on this side and then that hibiscus. I wanted to take you out here to show you. So I did almost finish the mulch in this bed this past week. You see I've got like a spot here. But I did there and I did all up by the apple tree, which I had missed before. Prickly pear is putting on, so like the pads are just getting so much bigger. You can see new growth on this blue Atlas cedar. See the color difference? I love this tree. Look, this is like new and then it'll like floof out like that. This perennial hibiscus over here is unique because it has variegated leaves. It's kind of starting. You can see it's got the pink veins, but anyways, they'll be really like white and green later. So we did mulch here and over there. I did weed some, but I am gonna still have to come through and do some weeding. Like I said in that last video, I put out a bunch of wildflower seeds over here. But like these, I can tell, I know what these weeds are. So almost everything I can see here are weeds. So definitely will be working on that this next week. Wanted to show you this over here because I've not even walked over here lately. In the last week, we have had rain every day or every other day, but it's been like really minute rain. But like just moisture, constant moisture, very humid, clouds rolling in, partly sunny, you know, like just, it's not been super sunny. But plants love that. They thrive in that environment. And then whenever there's like a few days of sun, they really pop again. So I've not watered any of my plants in that time. And so when I'm not out hand watering, I'm not seeing new developments. So when I walk around and do these tours with you guys on weeks like that, I'm seeing it for the first time too. This is one of those areas. I've not been over here. These are weeds. That's a weed. I don't know what. So in between these flowers are weeds. But like in this guy right here is getting taller than my plant. Like, you can't do that, buddy. So this, I wonder what that is. It just came up so big. But anyways, these are adorable. Love these. These are Proven Winner Super Bells Double Redstone. And so I did like a lot of the multicolor here. This is a red. This is pomegranate punch. And then this is yellow, like a double yellow. And I wanted to show you too, I have lilies right there that hadn't come up in a long time. These are daffs. This is just like a grass weed. But these are daffs, and that is daffs. I transplanted those there years ago. They do flower in the spring. But the reason I'm paying attention to these lilies is because I got in my final Brex order. I did not realize how much I had ordered. And I ordered 4 single unique varieties of lilies. Like, I got the Joker, I got the pineapple lily, I got some weird daylilies. They're all like really unique varieties. And I have no clue where I'm going to put them. So I'm debating adding them here because I've already got some lilies here. Or up by the house around the porch where I've got a bunch of lilies now. I've got the daylilies, and the red hot poker is over there. And like, I want to be that person. I want to be that person who has 42 unique varieties and can remember the names of all of them. Right now, I'm working on having the varieties, but I suck at remembering the names. And with lilies, they're obviously their roots. So when they come in, wherever you put them, you have to do a tag or you're never going to remember. And they might not even flower till the next year. So there's just a lot that goes into remembering what they are. The red hot poker I only remembered because it didn't flower until the 2nd or 3rd year. And I was eagerly awaiting it. And it was the only lily I added that year. So I knew what it was. So this pink rose over here is just absolutely in her prime. She's just divine. Again, you can see new mulch back there to the left of the walkway. Wind is blowing. I hope it's not loud or anything. We did new mulch over here. This guy is budding up. Lovely. Apple is still not coming back to life. Not yet, but we'll see. Here's all those other lilies I have. This front edge here, this is grass. This is a grass weed I need to go and pull. But right over here is monkey grass. And these are all my other lilies. They expand by root and they grow every year. So I was debating putting my new ones like maybe in here. But see, the thing is, they're going to take over the hookah. If I put them here, I'm losing the walkway. And it's not, I don't go that way. I don't step out like that. The dog goes that way. So any plant I try to put in here, she'll just pounce on it. She'll ruin it. Her. She's the guilty party. She's like, look at me, I'm so cute. Anyway, so yeah. So if you have any suggestions on where I should put those, that'd be great. I also got to figure out where to put numerous other hollyhocks. My allergies are bad this morning, and with this wind, if you hear me sniffling, I'm sorry. I usually try to edit it all out, but I am pretty sniffly in the mornings. What do you want? You growling at the wind? Yeah, it's just the wind. You look at me like I'm crazy. Anyway, this is a new plant. I don't remember what she's called. I just picked her up the other day when I was shopping with my mom. But look how unique. I do remember it's an annual, because that's why I chose to put it here. Because I don't have anything established in this corner right here. But I don't know if I want anything because I've got this rose here. So, and I've got random glads back there that still come up. And I don't know what this guy is. I just leave it. Anyways, it's very cute. Love it. So it's an annual. I did finally plant out this container because the tulip bulbs I have in there never came up. Never ever. And when I was planting these, I found them rotten in there. And I did not plant them in the fall. I planted them this spring and they still rotted. So what I chose to put in there is this beautiful, look how just deep and full-bodied and vibrant that petunia is. That's a petunia with these ornamental sweet potato vines. Love the color combination and contrast. And then this cute little doll. I don't remember what it's called either, but it is an annual. And so I thought, okay, well, it's two varieties of red, two colors of red. Really thought it would complement it. And this is more of an upright growth pattern. Won't get much bigger than it is now, but the petunia will sprawl over the edge, so it'll just be lovely. And I am loving it. Look, I had this one glad that came up in there. So weird. The glads I have in here are black, which is really like a dark purple. Over here, let's see, we've got some like baby things coming up in here that we're leaving. The yucca, I showed you that last week. She's getting ready to bloom. I'll show you just a little bit what that looks like in case you've never seen that before. It's very unique. It calls in bugs. When its buds open, this will be covered in insects. It's really weird. Happens every time. I need to come and weed these beds because this is my creeping thyme with a few weeds in it. This is one of my succulents I love. Gets grass in it. But most of the stuff, like this is a boxwood. Look how big that is. I need to like shape it, but I don't have electric shears. But it's just full. I didn't even think they got that big. And this is my, I don't know if I showed it last week, but I cut back my forsythia because the lady at the nursery said it had a really weird shape when it was flowering. She said just wait until it's done flowering and cut it back down. So that's what I did. And it's, you can see it's putting on a bunch of new growth, so it'll be fine. This is some kind of perennial flower. I think it's white. Started it by seed over here. It's been there a few years now. And these are other naked ladies. And I got a new naked lady collection. So I got 4 new colors. It's like 30 bulbs or roots. So no clue where I'm going to put them. The flag bed out there is doing great. I did add another bag of soil. And I'm probably going to add another new one soon. So out here, I mean, a lot of stuff is like, just like you can see the petals on the roses are falling just because we've had such frequent rain. Not strong rain, just frequent. And then these nasturtiums here are doing great. This is this sage and lavender that have perennialized for me, but look, it's like the sage is growing into the lavender, but you can tell she's putting on a little a little bud, but it's nice that they have lasted for me. It smells good. The sweet peas are almost tall enough to reach the top of the blocks there. Definitely slow going. This is a difference. I bought some Arkansas Traveler tomatoes, put one there, and then I added chives and Thai basil because it's just one of my favorites. And then the what are they called? I had sowed cucumber seeds there that were pickle bush variety, and they were not doing well, and so I got these at the store. This is burpless, which is my husband's favorite variety. And so, sorry, I was distracted by maple. So I put those there, and I was thinking, okay, they'll climb up this. And then I remembered, okay, I've got that wild grape volunteering over here. I don't know how much it's going to grow this year, but I really don't want cucumbers to interfere with it. So I decided to do what I've done in years past, where I vine them just up one of these things. And the vines just, when they get up over it, I just toss it over, and it basically like cascades and waterfalls into the bed. But it takes up so much less space, and they still thrive that way. So I'm like, okay, awesome, I'm gonna do that this year. So I put all those seedlings down there. Again, we've got that. This is a gorgeous petunia that my youngest son got me for Mother's Day. Where I'm gonna put her yet, she's lovely. Maybe like right here or something, that would be nice. This is my last plant from Proven Winners that came in. Berry Sparkler, it's a snapdragon. This is how she came in, like no life above the surface. So gotta find somewhere to put her. And then over here this is my 2-year-old asparagus. And then these are more lilies I've not transplanted. So see, I've got these, and like I told you, I don't remember what these are. No clue until they flower. And then I've got 3 more over there that I just, no clue what they are. I got to find a permanent home for them. So it's looking like I'm going to have to add a new bed somewhere. Which most gardeners would say, oh, boo-hoo, I got to add a new bed. But I told myself I was not adding new beds this year. So that's why I've been debating so hard. I'm like, where can I fit them in without having to make a new bed? So I don't know. Over here by the AC, this is the milkweed I did by root. This is orange, and she is like, look how tall she's getting. That's fun. Over here, this gardenia flowered, and it's like an upside down rose. How interesting. Anyways, but she's also got more buds, and so that'll be fun. I didn't smell it. She's still really short. I've still not got in my organic pesticide, so look how ruined my zinnias look. I think they're savable as long as the plant's alive, but I've got to get on that. Sunflowers. This is Happy Carmen dwarf canna. Finally came up from the surface. Yay. This is something my oldest son got me for Mother's Day. It is a special tropical hibiscus called presidential something, or the president, or something, because what it is, presidential trio, that's what it is, because it flowers in 3 different colors. She's struggling. I need to get her in the ground. She was struggling when he got it. But anyways, it has red, pink, and yellow blooms, all 3 on the same bush. Love it. So excited. Just got to figure out where to put it. Over here we got nasturtiums getting wind blown. Here's our other milkweeds. Wow, they have come up so much. And I have another one over here. That must be it right there. Wow, so fun. Okay, so is this my radish flowering? You can't flower. Why would it flower? I've never grown radish before. My husband asked me to grow it for him this year. I wonder if that means that one is trying to well, that one's done. Oh, look at that. I already pulled up the one next to it, because the one next to it is the one flowering. But look, it's not growing anything. So it was just, I guess, trying to die. But this one, let's see, this one is flowering. And it's definitely not big enough. Oh, wow, look at this. I mean, that could have gotten bigger, but still, I want it split. That's a watering issue. My husband will be excited about those. He loves radishes. I think he's been out here inspecting them. Anyways, we'll take those in. Those are those other lilies. Still no life on the hollyhocks. I'm going to mention that to you every week so you can see just how long it takes to have any sort of life. This red rose finally blooming. She's lovely. I love this rose. I love this area, all the green. And then over here, this is all new. My husband got me this for Mother's Day. I got all gardening stuff for Mother's Day, so you know that makes me happy. So my husband and the girls picked that out. And then when I was helping my mom plant shop, I did a reel about this. I got this salvia and this little guy. This is an annual, this is a perennial. And so I put them here. And then I mulched this area so it looks so much better. I am still going to do like an actual privacy fence border back there so you can't see our storage stuff. But still, this is a nice improvement. I love this sound. If I have the window open in my office right there, I can actually hear this. So that's lovely. And over here I added some new mulch. This is my cannas coming up from last year, clematis and dianthus. And then I've got little flower seeds all over here. I was going to show you this. She's putting on some flowers. Love it. And then I moved my mint and lilac here. They were up on this table. I moved them here to protect these lupine, because that's lupine, maybe that's it, just 2. But I'm fine with that. I'm fine with 2. I've never grown them before. Just direct sowed them willy-nilly. I'm happy with that. Look how much this perennial hibiscus is leafing out. So much. This one's a little bit behind, but this one's been here 2 years. This one's been here a year. And look at this. That sunflower I transplanted, it did survive. She picked herself right back up, and she's gonna live. So I'm here for it. I love it. I did get these covers cleaned and opened back up, and you can see things are just, they're standing upright. They're happy. The thing with the brassicas this year is they're just not growing. They're not growing hardly at all. It's so wild. Got my asparagus in there in the middle. Over here, like the broccoli or the garlic and onions are doing good, but it's just the brassicas are not. Black hollyhocks, that's exciting. They started opening up, flowering. They're looking lovely. They get very top heavy. Like you see, here's the bottom of this one, and it's leaning that way. That was our first one to open. This is the first year for this one to bloom. They just get that way. Like there's just no way to... first year I tried tying them up and they just look stupid. So now I just let them lean. These that are more established, they seem to be a little more upright. So maybe it's just like a first year, second year problem. I don't know. It's still very gorgeous. Love this. I used to sell these on my Etsy store. I was telling my mom that the other day, how I've not done that in a few years. But every single one of these, when they're done flowering, they will bud, close back up and have like at least 60 seeds in each one. And she told me I should sell them again because they are genuinely black, really black hollyhock. But if you look really close or it's super bright outside, it looks like a really dark purple. But it's black. It's as black as plants get. So there's that. This is a new plant I got, literally just an impulse buy. I think it's kind of like could be a house plant. She is so unique. Look at this. Look at this. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? She is gorgeous. Look, just starts out like this. Opens up, like sprawls out these pink things. Inside there's purple things, and then like this is stunning. She is so stunning. I literally got it just to look at it outside the office window. I'm leaving the tags on things this year that I don't know what they are. It says it's Fuchsia. Fuchsia hybrid. Attracts hummingbirds and it trails. Height 18 to 24 inches. I just need to research to figure out, do I bring her in in the winter? I don't know, but I'm telling you, this gives me so much joy. It's so unique. It's so beautiful. Maple, you're laying on my plants. Come here. There's literally, come here. Come here. You see them? Plants right there. She's just laying on them. And she just bent that over, turd. I was going to show you, thank you. You're going to come right here underfoot instead? Okay. Look, these potatoes fell. That potato is flowering, which is supposed to do that. Oh, your cat just chilling. He's so cute. So I do have the morning glory growing in here, but look at this one. There's been several that like plant themselves here, and I've been pulling them, but she's flowering. And then look at this one. I will pull that because they are very invasive, and I only grow them in containers, but still, it's just funny. I'll leave her for now. She looks happy. You just have to keep an eye on it. What I was going to look at is if we pull this back. I don't know if that's from wind or if it's just growing. Yeah, it's just falling. I mentioned that in the last video, and I'm just going to go ahead and do it. I shouldn't throw that. I should just put it somewhere. I should just put it somewhere else. Okay, I'm going to wait. I threw one into the yard. He's like, what'd you throw at me? Anyway, I'll pull the other one out and I'll put it somewhere else. It looks like it's very happy. So we'll do that instead of just throwing it away. This is another container that I bought. It needs to be watered. It's looking a little sad, but look at this color combination. I told myself it was my gift to myself for Mother's Day because because I was running errands like the day before, and I'm like, ooh, I love it. I think I need it. I just love this dark color with this tricolor, and it's all hanging and it's already pretty established. She really needs some water. But anyways, I can also see this from my office window. So this and this one give me so much joy. So I'm really loving that. Things are really coming in. I was going to show you this. Love that. Seedlings are over there. Oh, and I was going to show you the elephant ear that started coming up last week. He's a growing. Love that. Can't wait for it to be big and these glads to be flowering. I think these are pastel glads. I can't remember, but it'll be lovely. These are our next seedlings to pot up. These are the ones we've potted up. These are some of the ones I bought at the store. So they're coming along. I think that's all that I'm going to show you for now, because I don't think that there's much else different. I think that covered everything. I mean, I guess I could show you the orchard because I didn't last week. So we'll go ahead and do that so I can also check on it. I don't have hoses out here right now because we stole them for the pool when we were working on cleaning and refilling the pool. The water hoses I had under the deck, the water hose was leaking. So there's my wormwood. She is happy and thriving right now, and the cat loves playing with it. I think that's funny. It's a natural dewormer that is a perennial herb. It's huge. It's just been there like 5 years. One plant literally started from one seedling. Do you like it? Do you like it? So cute. Anyways, here's the orchard. We have decided that we need to probably stake a couple of these trees. Like you can see, it's windy right now, and this one is kind of bending over, and then this one is really bendy. That was the last one to go in. But I mean, health-wise, they look like they're doing okay. I did the tree stakes fertilizer. Looks like we've got a burnt limb over there. I'll go look at it. These are the hazelnut. Finally putting on. Oh, I need to check that mulberry. We talked about moving that mulberry so deer won't get it. Yeah, see, this is probably from the fertilizer. The nursery owner told me that could happen. Or it could be they just broke off because it was already half broken in a storm, and then these died. But she said that if you put the fruit tree stake too close to, look at, he's out there, he's so cute. So find a dirt spot. If you put it too close to the base of the plant, it can burn it. Look at this from this angle. Look at that tree. I mean, it's fine for now. It's fine. It's not breaking or anything, but we need to stake it. And we talked about that. Look at the tall grass back there in our field. So beautiful. It's like, it's a hay field, but my cousin just cuts it for hay. There's like a spot on the top of the hill back there that has a bunch of weeds. So they'll come through and they'll like just chop that down. And then they'll actually bale this right here, because we don't need it, so we let them have it. Anyways, so let's go look at the mulberry. Oh, and my husband has been mowing around my old cottage garden regularly, so it looks nice. I told him, I was like, can we please just keep a path, because it looks pitiful. Anyways, she's doing it. Look at that. Still alive, but we do want to move it. We just don't know where. They get really big, so we just gotta figure out where to put it. The honeysuckle, a cat, I knew he was gonna come over here and try and trick me. He's such a turd. Honeysuckle is blooming. We have it everywhere. I don't know if you can see it, like all in here. So much. Wow. I only come over here like every couple of weeks. Well, we got honeysuckle taking over. This tree right here has wild grapevines that grow in it. And now it looks like also honeysuckle. This is the old cottage garden. And this used to be an arch. This is wisteria. Look how much she's grown. And she's literally just growing off of 2 T-posts. You can see one there and the other one's over there. Oh my gosh, it's my pink yarrow. Ah! I love it. Look how beautiful it is. This is what was in that royal blue tire that we moved to the new cottage garden. You see how the colors would contrast so freaking lovely. Oh my gosh, my perennial hibiscus. Look at that. No, wait, that's a weed. I think I had a perennial hibiscus here and I moved it. That's what it was. Anyways. Wow. Wow. So much is happening here. Oh my gosh, roses down there in the tire flowering. All right, first I want to come over here and look at our evergreens. Put these in at the 4 corners of the garden. Look at all that new growth. Look how big they're getting. See, the other one's way over there because we don't mow all this. Oh, it is so lovely. I just love it out here. I love it more when it's not sunny. That was the thing I hated about gardening out here is there was no shade. When you were working for hours, it was hot. There was no way to ever get a break. Before, this area was not covered in plastic, and I grew tomatoes here. But the rest of this is all covered in plastic and mulch. But I had grapevines here that I think died, unless that's them in there. These are peonies. Yeah, she already flowered. Look at this. I missed it. I didn't come over here when she was flowering. I really want to relocate those. This is an oak tree. This is a white crepe myrtle. And this had like drift roses in it too, like the really small ones, just like that. That's a drift rose. And then these are knockout roses. We've got evergreens. Here's an evergreen. Here are glads. I still need to come in here and clean stuff up, but obviously I have my hands full. Ooh, look at my German irises out there. Whoa. Okay, anyways, I'm just surprised that these evergreens and roses have survived with like no care, water or fertilizer, just rain. Honeysuckle is trying to take over, coming in from the woods right there. Of course she is. Look at this. Oh my gosh, so beautiful. Like, are you kidding me? I stole these from my neighbor. It's a house that's down there and it was empty for like 5 years. And these would come up in the spring and be so lovely, and nobody was taking care of the house. The yard was all abandoned and whatever. So, I mean, we knew the people who owned it. They moved out of state. Anyway, so I stole them. They've been here several years now. And then this is like a perennial shrub that dies back to the ground, but when it puts its leaves on, it spreads by root. And when it puts its leaves on, it's all variegated. And it's like, there's pink stems. And it's so interesting. So this used to be my old moon garden. So I put that in there because it was green and white. And then I put the irises and the German irises. Yeah, German irises and the lilies here just because they were free. That's so beautiful. Wow. I still have some bulbs, flowers that I had done in front of the old garden, old vegetable garden over here. And you could see them until just recently. Yeah, I can zoom in and show you. Look at my cat. What you doing, buddy? You hiding in the tall grass? So this is the edge of the old garden. You can see the pine tree down there. And you see the yellow buds? Those are irises. And then there's purple ones right beyond that. So those are all still out there and still flowering. When I would maintain over here and mow, I would mow this edge I'd mow everything but the garden, basically. I'd keep all this short. And my husband feels like it's a lot of unnecessary work. And I don't completely disagree. I just thought it looked prettier. But anyways, that's the old garden. And the old cottage garden. I can't believe so much is still alive there. Including like this yarrow over here. I mean, it is a perennial herb. But that's the one every week when I show you the blue tire in the new cottage garden. Because see, here's my light blue tire. You can barely see it. My husband stole the blue one and the white one I had out here. Because the white one was here. That's what I started by seed over there this spring. And I've not seen it come up yet. And it's going to be so gorgeous. And an effortless, like a perennial herb. It will just look like this all summer and fall, and it's gorgeous. I love it so much. So I didn't even I didn't want this tour to be as long as they've been being, because I really just didn't feel good this morning, and I still gotta do the pool and stuff. But anyway, so maybe by next week we'll have the mulch done and those new plants I got for Mother's Day, get those in the ground. That'll be fun. They're beautiful. But looks like I need to also water some stuff today, because our chance of rain in the next few days is pretty slim, and we're going to be out of town for the weekend, so I definitely don't want that stuff in containers really struggling. I might even move those newest gorgeous containers I showed you. I might move those into the greenhouse. Because it doesn't get super hot in there, but it gets warm now. But there's more moisture. There's more humidity in there. Because it just kind of traps it. So, anyways, we'll see. So, let me know what you think about everything. If you have any suggestions. Like, where should I put that mulberry tree? Because, like, it gets huge. And I did find one more fruit tree I want to buy this year. And I was surprised. My husband was, like, supportive of not bought it yet. Because it's big enough. It was at Home Depot. It was big enough that it wouldn't fit in my truck, and it needs to stay upright. And it's a weeping cherry tree with fruit already on it. It was so cute, so expensive. But anyways, that I was thinking to put right. So here we have our clothesline. Yeah, clothesline, and then all that you see over there is honeysuckle. And so I was thinking between the clothesline and the honeysuckle, put the apple tree over there. That way it's back behind the deck, so we'll see it all the time. It's not too far to water. That's what I'm thinking about for that. So, but I don't even have that yet, so I need to figure out where to put the mulberry. So anyways, give me any tips you can think of, and I hope you guys have a wonderful week. Oh, I forgot to show you one thing. This is another Mother's Day thing that my husband got me. It's solar and it lights up. These two light things like this he got at Hobby Lobby, in case you love it and want to go find one. It's got like a little, some kind of little dangly thing in there. But anyways, it's just super cute. And I love this globe whenever it comes on at sunset. It's beautiful. Anyways, have an awesome week. Mwah. I wanted to show you at the end of this video, I did get the pool all taken care of. Looks nice. Got the umbrellas all closed since we'll be out of town. So, got it all fixed up.